This is the Ridiculously Amazing Insurance Agent Podcast, hosted by me, Kelly Donnie Upiro. This show is for growing insurance agencies looking to maximize their biggest investment, their people. Listen to the top agency performance partners clients share their story on how they boosted their performance by executing a plan. Let's head to the show. Hey everybody, happy Black Friday. If you're listening to this when it's being released, maybe you're driving to the stores to get some goodies. Maybe you're just sitting on your couch in sweatpants because let's be honest, Thanksgiving is all about the food. But this week we've really focused in on some strategies for agencies to show gratitude to their team being Thanksgiving. Not only was this a week of Thanksgiving, it was also my 40th birthday week. So I hope that you had listened to some of our content on that. I am still alive after turning 40, which is amazing, and have a great vision for what I want to be doing in the next 10 years, which I'm grateful for because the older I get, the more I realize so many people don't have a vision for their life and they're sort of bopping around hoping for the best. And in my experience, hope's not a strategy. So let's dive into some of these 3-minute videos. We did skip Thanksgiving to allow you to just be with your friends and family. So we actually have 3 mashups here today on ways to show your gratitude. And you will find my friend Heath Sharon is also in these videos. We'll see you in the first video. So I know that this is one of those very hard strategies, which is proactive compliments. And I'll tell you, most of the workforce actually operates in fuels as their number one source of incentive is positive words of affirmation. But when you're putting out fires, you're moving around, it's hard to sometimes stop and give people proactive compliments. But when you do it, you will find that people do blossom. And so if it's a working strategy, and by the way, it's an inexpensive strategy, sometimes we need ways that you can put this into your day. And that's what we talk about in this video. So we're here another week. In this week's short week, it's the week of Thanksgiving. So we hope everyone has a good and happy, safe Thanksgiving. But we thought it'd be cool to go through a few videos on how to show your team gratitude because they do work so hard. And team can mean a lot of different things, whether it's your coworker, whether you're telling your manager that you're grateful, whether it's producer and account manager, just gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. That's what Thanksgiving's all about. So one way that has helped me a lot is every day I challenge myself to do one sincere, proactive compliment, something that really would make someone feel very good, something that somebody can tell I've thought through, I've put some energy into. And I actually have to challenge myself to do it every day. I kind of make it a little bit like, did I do it? Did I do it? Because it's really easy for me to get caught up in the day, caught up in the things, caught up in all of the work that has to be going on and just kind of go boom, 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 boom. But what I noticed by doing it, consecutively for 30 days is how it was really received. And people didn't stop receiving me as just like the battle axe that wants a whole bunch of things done. Instead it was, wow, they really do say thank you. So it's not just like, thanks for doing this. It's like, hey, I just want to stop and let you know, And I make it a big deal, whether it's a text message or on a phone call. It's something that I have planned, not just something that's like, thanks. It's something much, much more intentional. And I think things like that are so powerful when you can get them done, you get them consistently because you see how the other person responds. Now, what we find by doing our agency assessment as part of our 2-year program is the number one thing that motivates account managers is recognition. But everybody receives that recognition differently. So for some people, if you pull them up on stage, they're going to freak out. Some people prefer private, but everybody likes to feel seen and heard and to know that someone's watching. And that's what a strong, sincere, proactive compliment means. And again, it's not just thanks for doing this. It's, hey, just want to let you know I've really been noticing. It's a big intention. It is not little, it's not small, and it's not insignificant. And so that is one of our tips. We're going to give you 2 more this week before we do our mashup on Black Friday. See you soon. So another way to show your team gratitude is actually by having an annual review that is set up, known about, in the calendar, because that's ultimately where everybody should be. When we see agencies that don't have annual reviews, it sort of feels like the person has to ask, or there's no feedback loop. And in order to run a thriving agency, there needs to be consistency in performance reviews, and the team member needs to know what to expect from a raised perspective. or at least have some check-in points on it. Otherwise, we're ending up with people getting burned out and frustrated because they don't have a clear picture. Watch this video or listen and you'll learn more.
Hey guys, the mayor here, Heath Sharon, and the newest member of the APP team. Won't be long and I won't be able to say it anymore because you'll be like, you're not new anymore, you've been here a while. But I am glad to be here hanging out with you guys again, another 3-minute video. Guys, be proud of yourself for being here today. Again, genuinely say that because I think it's cool that you're here, wanting to improve and wanting to get better every single day. Today, we're going to continue talking about gratitude. And today we're going to talk about in the form of annual reviews and raises. And this doesn't have to be an awkward topic. I know some of you think it is, or you're kind of like, oh, we're getting into this, it's kind of like when the preacher gets up at church and talks about the offering or, bringing in money for the offering. It's one of those that some people duck out on those Sundays, but let's just get real. We're going to tackle this one head on. I do think it's a topic that we can have fun with because the annual review doesn't have to be something that just every year or every 5 years or every 3 years. If that's the case, then yeah, it can be awkward. But we subscribe to more of like a quarterly review format to where you're sitting down, you're just talking to your employees on a regular basis. And then once a year when you do the annual review, it's just in the same, quarterly format. But just on that, when you talk about those reviews and the raises. And I think that the more consistent those can be, the better. And, also don't make your employees ask for those meetings or those reviews or those raises for that matter. If you can have that on a consistent calendar, already there at the beginning of every year, you schedule that out. It doesn't have to be, on a calendar year. It could be on the year of their anniversary or, the company's special day or something to that effect. I don't know. But I do think that it can be something done on a consistent basis. I do, think that for the employees listening to this, I think it's important for you to think of raises as not just in the form of monetary, like I got to have a percentage raise every year because of cost of living went up or this or that. Look at that in the form of if your company does bonuses or if they do a Christmas bonus or if they do performance bonuses. Different types of employee benefits you can look at as well. And I think that there's some different forms there that you can look at. And employees, I want you to, think about that as well when you're talking about raises. Look at other opportunities and other avenues to provide that value and show them that gratitude. And maybe you come up with some neat monthly, quarterly contest, something like that for all employees and for everybody involved. I think that makes it a lot of fun as well. I do think that in order to make these effective and to make the raises and the reviews process so much better, you've got to be transparent and you've got to be honest with the process. And sometimes that can be a tough conversation, but you may have to have that to say, you could be improving here, you could be improving there, or you did a really good job. And that's where we talked about the other day with the compliments and showing job well done, things of that nature. I do think that to show that gratitude and to show the employees or the employer that you care, I think that's super important, that you're transparent, open, and honest about all of it. So that everybody's on the same page and no feelings get hurt. And if they do, that's a little bit minimalized there if you're honest and transparent about it the whole way through. If the metrics are even and talked about and transparent, I think it just makes sense. Guys, I really hope that this conversation was a good one for you. I really hope that you learned from this video. And if you have, please subscribe to the videos or send this one to an employee or a friend or somebody that could also use this. Guys, I look forward to hanging out with you again on the next one. Super pumped to be hanging out with you guys
an interesting one,
today.
And I feel like sometimes we do this a bit inconsistently, which is recognition on birthdays, anniversaries, and I have a new one for you that you're going to learn from this video, which is
to make yourself better as an insurance professional. That's what we hope to do in these videos.
And they live for their children.
This week we're talking about showing gratitude in the workplace, and we're talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart. And that is that is recognition that goes beyond just attaboy or attagirl. Let's talk about recognizing birthdays, recognizing anniversaries, things like that. I think it's super crucial. I think it makes your team feel important and special.
Remember
saying every birthday
out to dinner
You have
tonight
to throw a big party or have a birthday cake or blow out candles and do the whole thing to embarrass folks.
Thanks.
But I do think it's important to at least recognize that. Hey guys, it's the mayor. He's sharing here, and I'm maybe have the team sign a card out with you guys. Whatever tradition you want to start in your agency, 3-minute whatever that culture is for agency. Be proud of yourself. And if it's not something part of it, maybe you watching these videos and taking it 3 or 4 minutes. Maybe you do have a cake. Click the button. Maybe you do the cheesy hats and the streamers, and that's what we hope to do. Whatever that is, videos. I think it's super crucial. This week we're talking about showing gratitude in a great way. And we're talking about something that you should already have that information collected and that is that recognition that goes beyond initial interviews or attaboy applications. Let's talk about recognizing birthdays, even have their anniversaries, maybe of things like that. I think it's super crucial. I think it makes your team feel important and special. Find out other anniversaries that are important to them. You have to throw a big party or have a birthday cake or blow out candles. But also, I think that it's very important that you highlight at least their work anniversaries and tell them happy birthday. Maybe have the team every year you do that, do something like whatever tradition you want to start your agency. Their 5-year, that culture is for agency. A milestone anniversary that's part of it. Maybe you develop that culture in there to have some sort of gift. Maybe you do have a cake. 5-year, maybe you do the cheesy hats and the streamers and the balloons and whatnot. Ways that you can show whatever that is. I think it's super crucial that you do that so hard. And it's just easy in a great way. If you've got someone next to you in a cubicle, you should already have that information collected and next to you or process something like that. And you might just want to recognize those things applications as well. You should say, "Hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary." Even have their anniversaries, maybe of when they whatever it might be, or something like that. Also, you could also it's very find out other anniversaries that are important, very easy way, and to show gratitude, recognize some of that too. Kids events, but also I think that it's very important that you highlight someone else in your office's son has a t-ball tournament that weekend, or just every year you do that, or maybe you even recognize in a big way their 5-year, 10-year. You might just say, "Hey, milestone anniversaries," and good luck tonight, or recognize that, or maybe even if it's a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, maybe even organize the rest of things like that. Colors that day. Those are some ways that they've got a piano recital. That gratitude, the team that works so hard, play that music in the halls, or if you've got someone next to you in a cubicle, there's just ways that you can recognize next to you gratitude. Something like birthdays, anniversaries. You might just want to recognize those things. If you don't know them, well, you don't want to say, "Hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary." Hey, on their social media accounts if they've got one, or you can just whatever it might be. Listen around the water cooler just to hear what people are talking about when it comes to that. Very cool and very easy. This is your work family to show gratitude. It's one of those things that you want to pay attention to. If you work with these people every single day, a lot of times you may spend more time someone else in your office. Your office has with your own biological family at home, or they just won a cheerleading championship over the weekend, or they've got. It's good to pay attention to those game that evening. Get outside, say, "Hey, how the game go?" Or just good luck tonight. Or recognize that, or maybe even if it's a really tournament, maybe even organize the rest of them to wear the team colors that day, that you don't already know. If they've got a piano recital, maybe you think about playing that music in the halls in a way to improve the culture. There's just ways you can have that attitude of gratitude. Hope this video has helped you. I look forward to seeing you all on the next easy. If you don't know them, you don't want to ask them whatever, you can always look on their social media accounts if they've got one, or you can just, listen around the water cooler just to hear what people are talking about when it comes to that. This is your work family. It's one of those things that you want to pay attention to. You work with these people every single day. A lot of times you may spend more time with the people in your office than you do with your own biological family at home, or, your own spouse at home or whatnot. So it's good to pay attention to those things and get outside your own, personal bubble and just, pay attention to those around you. I really think that it's such an easy thing. I'm not teaching you anything on this or telling you anything that you don't already know, but I just think it's something to be reminded of. And that's something to think about in your agency and a way to, improve the culture and have that attitude of gratitude. Hope this video has helped you. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
Well, everyone, this is our shortened Thanksgiving 3-minute video. We hope that you enjoyed it. I know we've enjoyed putting it together, and these are some things we practice here at APP, and they make a world of difference. Remember, we don't charge anything. We don't have any sponsors for our podcasts or videos. They are all us. And so we ask that you like, share, comment, tell us what videos you want to see out there, and we are happy to make them. But I hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope that we now turn into the holiday season with motivation, ready to go. We've got some great Black Friday specials. Hopefully you're hearing about them. and that you really have a solid plan for your agency going into next year. We'll see you next week on our next 3-minute video.